Alright guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. So right now in this video, we're just going to be discussing the market structure, analyzing the market, and telling you what's my POI and insights on this price. So now this is GBPAUD, the 4 hours time frame. Now if you look at this structure, GBPAUD has been buying for a very long time now. It has been an uptrend, taking out the buy side liquidity. Now remember when I told you, as a smart money trader, you have to watch out for your break of structure, your change of characters, order blocks, fair value gaps, and liquidity. Now, if you're able to master these terminologies, you are good to go in the forex market. Now, if you look at what this price is actually doing, you will see that price has taken out this break of structure, that's taken out this supply zone. Now, remember when I told you, after this break, you will have to expect a pullback down to the origin that caused the break of structure, then before the continuation. After break, retrace. After break, retracement. Now, if you see what this price is actually doing, after this break of structure, now we are supposed to expect price to retrace back. But see what price did. Price left liquidity areas. These are traps. All these areas are inducements. All these areas, they are all induced areas. These parts are for late buyers. People that bought very late. All their stop loss, they're under here. Now price has even taken most of them. Now price is still going to come down to this area, then before it buys again. Now let me tell you my insights on why I'm telling you that price is still going to come to this area. Let's go down to our 2 hours time frame. Now if you look at this structure, you will see that there's a fair value gap around this area. And remember when I told you that any area that you see a fair value gap, expect it that price is going to come back to that area and fill this area then before it runs. But now there's a first fair value gap here, and there's a second, another fair value gap around this area. Let me show you now. 30 minutes time frame. Let me show you. I marked it already. There's a fair value gap around this area, but you won't see it, so you have to be very watchful. All these areas are liquidities. All these areas are liquidity zones. So you have to be very watchful. You have to watch your price very well. Study the market structure then before you take your entries and before you do your analysis. So now what I'm expecting price to do, I'm expecting price to come down to this level then before I will take my buys. If it's not here, I'm not going to trade. I will leave it till whenever and look for other setup. All these areas that we are seeing, they are all traps. Now, we are trying to understand liquidity areas. Remember, anywhere you see wicks, anywhere you see some lows, they are all liquidity areas. This place, they are all traps for early buyers. If you see what price is doing in this area, you will see that price is forming a rejection pattern around this place, setting traps for early buyers. Price will just maybe go up and come down, sweep all of them before it runs. So all these are traps. You have to be very watchful. You have to be very watchful before you take any trade. You have to be very watchful. So now what I'm expecting price to do, I'm expecting price to come down to this level then before I take my buys. All these areas, they are all liquidities. Reason be that why they are liquidities is because money are resting on all these zones and they are all trapped because there's a fair value gap around this area. They see a fair value gap around this area, but you have to take the extreme fair value gap. That will be your POI, which is the origin that caused this break of structure. The origin that caused this break of structure. So you have to be very watchful. Some people will put their POI around this area because there's a demand level here. Yeah, but I'm not going to trade in this demand level because price might not come to this level. But yeah, it's very sure that price will get to this level and react from here. So you have to watch your price, understand the concept of liquidity, break of structure, then you are good to go. Once price gets into this zone, I'm going to start in my buys. That's just it. So if you find this video very helpful, do well to like, share, subscribe, and comment. You know what I'm saying? Peace, guys.